Tonight, a shot at glory continues. It is round 4 of the USL Jägermeister Cup here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. As we welcome you in, presented by Transcard here on ESPN+. Forward Madison takes its club record 5-match winning streak to the den where it's never won against Chattanooga Red Wolves. Here's a look at the Group 2, the Central Group standings entering tonight. You see Lexington sitting atop the table with 8 points. Forward Madison with a win and a Lexington loss will catapult to the top of the table. Meanwhile, Chattanooga Red Wolves can draw level with Madison in second place with a win against the Mingos. It has been a busy and challenging stretch these past 6 days for Scott McKenzie's squad. This is match number 3 in 6 days for Chattanooga Red Wolves, and it's come against some daunting opposition. A win against Greenville Triumph, a 5-2 loss against Union Omaha, and then tonight against another one of the league's best sides in Forward Madison. Another difficult test this evening, but if they're going to get a result, they will rely on tonight's player to watch, brought to you by Channel 12 News. That is Siobhan Marsh. She scored a goal last match against Union Omaha. The reigning league player of the week has 4 goals and an assist over his last 3 matches. Has been red hot filling in for Ropapa Mensah. Meanwhile, Forward Madison on an absolute tear. 5 consecutive wins for Mac Lazer's squad. That is a club record for consecutive victories for Forward Madison. The attack has been clicking in all cylinders. The defense has been stout, and it's been the early success putting pressure on the opposition, and then the ability to put matches away late that have really catapulted Mac Lazer's squad to a stellar start to the season. And it's a bit of a welcome back tonight for Juan Galindrez, who is Chattanooga's all-time leading goal scorer. He put up 24 goals across 2 seasons in 57 matches with Chattanooga Red Wolves. He returns as a Mingo to a place where he found a lot of success, and he'll look to do that tonight for Forward Madison. The Jägermeister Cup continues. It is round 4. It's also Marvel Superhero Night. Should be a really fun matchup here at CHI Memorial Stadium. Chattanooga Red Wolves and Forward Madison will have lineups and kickoff for you in just a bit. You're watching USL League One on ESPN+, presented by Transcard.
I need to try it first. Yeah.
Sports are lifestyle. Teammate trust tackle ball. Electrolytes equal mouth success. Artificial flavor, optimized for victory times.
Artificial? Nah. Body Armor knows nothing in sports should be artificial. Because there's no substitute for real. Real sweeteners, real flavors, real love of sport. Body Armor. Nothing is more real.
Do you know how fast you were going? 2.5 gig. With kids on the couch.
New 2.5 gig internet from EPB.
Slow down.
It's recklessly fast.
Too fast.
With SmartNet plus Wi-Fi.
Violation.
Turbocharging all your devices. More than twice the speed of the gig for just a little more. Only from EPB.
That is recklessly fast.
Jägermeister is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the inaugural USL Jägermeister Cup. Take a shot at glory and celebrate the magic of this exciting new tournament all year long. Please drink responsibly. Just about set to kick things off the 4th round of the inaugural USL Jägermeister Cup. It has been a really fun and exciting event, a whole lot of drama, and these two teams getting set to meet for the first time all season here in 2024. take a look at today's starting 11, brought to you by the Center for Sports Medicine Orthopedics, the official sports medical group of the Chattanooga Red Wolves, because life happens in motion. This is the starting 11 for the Red Wolves, and the duo of Malongo and Marsh have really stepped up with some major injuries. 6 players have missed time for this team. However, really good news and reinforcements coming up. You look in the bench, Walefi and Coutinho, both available for selection. Those two have been 2 of the injured players. They will be on a minutes restriction if we do see them, but finally, some reinforcements coming on the way for Scott McKenzie in his first full season in charge of this Chattanooga Red Wolf squad. Meanwhile, for forward Madison, starting at the back, of course, Burn Shipman has been one of the best keepers in the league this season. Michael Chalaka back and available to play today after not playing since May 19th. No Mitch Osmond. He had played every second of every match this season. Not in the starting 11. He is available for selection as a substitute. Also a change up top. You will see Christian Cheney available as a substitute. And instead, Juan Galindrez, the former Red Wolf, the Chattanooga all-time leading goal scorer, gets the start atop the formation. So a little bit of player rotation for forward Madison in this Jägermeister Cup match. Mac Laser squad 2-1 in Jägermeister Cup action. Meanwhile, Scott McKenzie's team at 1-2 in Jägermeister Cup play. First meeting of 2024 between these teams. This has been a house of horrors for forward Madison. Chattanooga 3-0-4 all time against forward Madison at home, unbeaten at CHI Memorial Stadium. Simael Malongo, what a season he has had. Now in his 5th consecutive start, 3 goals and 2 assists. And it's Juan Galindrez, the Red Wolf legend, who will put this ball into play and get us underway round 4 of the Jägermeister Cup. And away we go. First meeting of 2024 between forward Madison and Chattanooga Red Wolves. John Gross with you. Thrilled to have you along for the ride today. This 4th round of Jägermeister Cup play. And a giveaway at the back as it's taken away by Marsh, who jockeys to win it back. And is whistled for the foul, although on the restart, it's taken right back by Omar Gomez. Frantic pace to start this match. Well, forward Madison, 5 consecutive wins, which is a club record. And a tangle results in a free kick. Most recently, a 4-1 victory over Lexington, which avenged forward Madison's lone loss of the season. In fact, you look at this 5-match winning streak. It started after a fairly disappointing 1-0 loss against Lexington, which saw forward Madison concede a stoppage time goal against the Lexington team, down 2 players due to red cards. As this is lifted along, Gebhardt paces after it. He's on the receiving end, works it central, and it's booted away by Leo Falla for a throw. Forward Madison has been very successful early on in matches. You see, able to work it over the top in the early moments of this one. Gebhardt works it back out. High press proving fruitful. Mac Laser talked a lot earlier this week about the importance of starting these matches well, early. He said scoring early just builds confidence. He also talked about how this team has been able to finish out matches. And he said the combination of the attacking success with the defensive success that they've seen throughout his tenure has really set this team apart. As Gebhardt is able to win an early corner. There was Owen Green, who was signed on May 18th. He was previously with Lexington. went about 8 months without playing and is now in his 3rd start with Chattanooga, with the full 90 in both of his previous matches. Early corner kick courtesy of the League One veteran Devin Boyce. Low service, rolled away by Declan Waters, reigning Team of the Week honoree. And it's scooped up by Malongo. Lifted along by Lukic. And Sosa able to leave it back for Shipman. Shipman, who has conceded just 1 goal over his last 3 matches, today making his 11th start of the season across all competitions. Chattanooga looking to bounce back after a 5-2 defeat against Union Omaha. A match that saw the Red Wolves concede 2 stoppage time goals and 2 set-piece goals. Things that Scott McKenzie called inexcusable. Prior to that, it was a 3-1 victory for Greenville Triumph, against Greenville Triumph. As Fala is able to cut it off and boot it away. That win against Greenville, one of the bigger upsets that we've seen all season in League One. And a free kick awarded as Malongo goes down. It was interesting speaking to Scott McKenzie about those 2 matches. He actually felt that his Chattanooga side played better in that Union Omaha match for large stretches compared to how they performed against Greenville. But he did call that win over Greenville Triumph a character win. There he is, the head man for Chattanooga, his first full-time season after being hired as an interim head coach last August. Foul up. Floats one. That heads into the Madison bench for a throw. There was Matt Glazer, his 3rd season in charge of forward Madison, and off to a tremendous start. Is this the breakthrough season for the Mingos? It's starting, it really is looking like it. They can maintain this level of consistency. Of course, that really notable offseason that saw them keep 12 players from last year's team, plus add some major pieces. There was Boyce, one of those additions, and Boyce wins a free kick. And Omar Gomez will get a talking to from a match referee, Stern Bream. Gomez, another one of those Chattanooga players who had missed some time. He returned last match, played 45 minutes. As this skips through, Boyce unable to track after it. And it will be a goal kick for TJ Bush. Ruiz sends one through. Longo. His angle cut off by Chalaka. The Israeli Michael Chalaka, his first appearance since May 19th. One of the off-season acquisitions for forward Madison. Came in from San Diego Loyal last year. Also spent time under contract with Israeli powerhouse Maccabi Tel Aviv, though he was loaned out during the entirety of that tenure. Elevated feed. Marsh made some contact with it, and Sosa able to blast it away. Bit of an errant feed. Gomez can't stay on it. Cias gives it away. Well read by Ricky Ruiz. Interception near the midline by Wolfgang Prentice. And it will be a throw for forward Madison. Speaking with Matt Glazer, he emphasized that Chattanooga is certainly a quality side. So they're very dynamic in the attack and have lots of pace. And he emphasized that his side has to be organized today and not leave any open fields for Chattanooga to work with. Scott McKenzie also had glowing remarks about forward Madison, the success that they've had, the continuity that they've had with this club. Maintaining last season's core, adding to it. Scott McKenzie also said that he wants people to start talking about his team down the road the way that people are now talking about forward Madison. It's the type of squad that he's trying to build, the reputation he's trying to cultivate with Chattanooga. Here's Lukic. Lukic drives one long. It's settled by Ruiz. Open net. Oh, what a play by Sosa. Verity Sosa preventing an early goal for Chattanooga. Watch as Shipman comes off his line. This ball takes an awkward spin, stays out of the area. Really good composure by Ruiz to settle and strike. But Sosa, what an effort to turn it away. As you look at our Rodriguez Family Dentistry replay and an early corner kick for Chattanooga, first of the night for the home side. Lofted ball towards the back. And that skips out for a goal kick. Well, that play by Sosa, certainly one of the finest plays that you will see all weekend. Sosa making his 6th start of the season. In just 15 minutes last match in that 4-1 thrashing of Lexington. Getting the start today. Mel able to lift it forward. Mel, one of the former Chattanooga players on forward Madison. Orange able to settle. Mel was twice loaned to Chattanooga. Of course, we spoke about Juan Galindres earlier, and Jimmy Villalobos, also a former Red Wolf. And here is Villalobos, who sends it out for a throw. Mike Glazer talking about that attacking success and the newcomers that they brought in. So that was certainly something that they addressed in the offseason. And he feels that his side now has some really good depth of frontline guys. And he also likes the fact that this season it has been a collective effort on the attack. It hasn't just been one or two guys who have been scoring. You have the Gebhardts, the Cheneys, the Boyce, Galindres of the world, Bartman. The list goes on. He said it's been an unselfish mindset as Boyce is whistled. Quick restart, and it back to Shipman, no trouble. Cool. Sends it long, fall up, puts it in the air, now it's Boyce. the way here. Early stages of this round 4 of the inaugural USL Jägermeister Cup. First meeting of the season between forward Madison and Chattanooga. Roberts, his feet intercepted, given right back as Gomez trying to sneak one through. Settled though, now a bit of space to work with for Lukic. Lukic still carries, his strike takes a deflection off of Chilaka. A fine job so far by this Madison back line to deny some shots and prevent Bernd Shipman from having to be called into question. And here is Lukic on her Rodriguez family dentistry, and it's well defended by Chilaka. You look at Shipman and the numbers that he has put up. He's only had to make 21 saves across all competitions in 10 matches, just because of how stout this back line has been. Some young supporters in the house here at the Den. Gotta love it. At C.H. Memorial Stadium, as we mentioned earlier, not only a Jägermeister Cup match, but also Marvel Superhero Night. So an interesting twist on this affair. Scott McKenzie did say he's not the biggest superhero fan, but he does like the Avengers series. He enjoyed watching those movies. He also added that if he could have any superpower, he would choose to be invisible. Here's Boyce. A bit more pressure, and it proves to be fruitful. Malongo serves one out wide towards Lukic, and a bit heavy on the feed. Lukic making his 10th start of the season. He's gone the full 90 in his last 3 appearances. He's Serbian. Here's Roberts. Gomez dispossessed. Boyce now speeds with it. Boyce undercut by Gomez. This could be a card, and it is our first booking of the night. It goes against Omar Gomez. As Boyce goes down hard, and a quick pull of the card as Gomez has been cautioned. It's a Tennessee Highway Safety Office yellow card. Sets up a free kick for forward Madison. And it's Boyce who will take it. Boyce, a League One veteran, his 4th season at the USL League One level. Year 1 in Madison. What a veteran presence he is to have. He's 1 assist already this season. Ball in from Boyce. And it's headed out of the area by Waters. Curled back in the area towards Prentice. Prentice drives one across. Here's Villalobos, the former Chattanooga man. Villalobos leaves one out wide. Gebhard moves it back over to Prentice. Prentice somehow stays on it. Here is Wolfgang Prentice. He'll slap one central. Galindres turned away. The follow. Another save. TJ Bush. A brick wall for Chattanooga. Well, it was brilliant by Prentice. Galindres hit it well. And then somehow, some way, TJ Bush, not one, but two saves. The reaction time to get back on his feet and then to one-hand it to deny Gebhard. We have seen some stellar plays in front of net today. Twice there from Bush. On the opposite side, it was Ferretti Sosa. And I was just about to say we had gone nearly 20 minutes and Madison had yet to record a shot. And that in quick succession, it is a couple of shots on target for the Mingos.
This replay is brought to you by Rodriguez Family Dentistry, the official dentistry for the
TJ Bush showing his stuff in net. He has been really good this season. Second in the league in saves across all competitions. Now, he's been tested a lot, so they've conceded some goals, but if you look at the goals that they have allowed, many of them he just hasn't really had a chance at. You see a couple of stellar saves right there. As Hernandez is dispossessed. And another card comes out. Goes against Omar Hernandez. So it's the two Omars, Omar Gomez and now Omar Hernandez, who have been booked for Chattanooga.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official has issued a yellow card to Chattanooga.
You see Hernandez taken off of it, and then what appears to be just some frustration. Boyce clearly got rid of the ball, and Hernandez just makes a play at his feet. So Omar Hernandez and Omar Gomez, both sitting in yellows. Errant giveaway by Ruiz. Here is Wolfgang Prentice. Sosa slips it forward, lovely feed. Gebhard works it central. Pop towards Sosa, tried to volley it, and his shot blocked. Sosa prevents the clearance. Now you see Sosa, how active he is. Getting box to box. And the first-year forward Madison man making his presence felt in these first 23 minutes. Here is Sosa once again. Sosa now jockeying with Hernandez. And Shipman sends it out for a throw. Here's Marsh with the few touches he's had in this first 45. And a prolific stretch it's been for Siobhan Marsh. who goes down. Boyce, the culprit. The Chattanooga fans pleading for a yellow. Marsh just has that ball on a string. And yeah, you see Boyce come in on Ben Marsh. Rodriguez Family Dentistry. Replay. Ball in from Omar Hernandez. Headed central. Worked out of the area. And lifted out for a throw. Check out the new 2024 Chattanooga Red Wolves kit along with t-shirts, scarves, novelty items, and so much more at ChattanoogaRedWolves-SC.com. Give it away. Here's Gomez. He can't stay on it. Gebhart battling with Waters, and Waters certainly a shove. Declan Waters has been a nice addition to Chattanooga this season. Reigning Team of the Week honoree after scoring his first professional goal as a member of Chattanooga last match against Union Omaha. Boyce just angling one towards Wolfgang Prentice. Those two unable to link up. And Scott McKenzie looks on. Had that remarkable run right after he was hired last August. Really flipped the script for Chattanooga last season, who were certainly struggling. Somebody who was previously with the Red Wolves USL 2 affiliate and with the Park City Red Wolves. Well read by Lukic. Lukic jockeys, down he goes. Lukic. Games went long. Chested down by Krul. Boyce unable to settle in first contact. Here he is. Boyce has it broken up. And it's Boyce who's whistled. And Boyce is booked as Waters is holding that right lower leg. And a yellow card against Devin Boyce. You see him go studs up into Declan Waters. And Boyce shown yellow. Yellow card brought to you by Tennessee Highway Safety
Ladies
Office.
and gentlemen, the official has issued a yellow card to Madison's number 8, Devin Boyce.
Ruiz. Kates Milongo. There is Waters. Lifts one over the top. Sosa heads it back and out for a corner. One of the few mistakes that he's made all match. Corner kick on the way for Chattanooga, as Omar Hernandez will take it. Hernandez, the Georgia native, first season as a Red Wolf. Outswinging ball. Waters muscles forward, able to settle. And last came off of Timmy Mel, much to the frustration of forward Madison. And it is another corner for Chattanooga. And Omar Hernandez, once again, the Red Wolf to send it in. Hernandez making his 4th start of the season, looking for his first goal contribution. Headed away by Kroll. Robert settles. Powered in by Ruiz. Curling ball. And Shipman read that well. What a season it has been for Burn Shipman. Second-year starter for forward Madison. And this is a lovely ball out ahead to Gebhardt, who goes down. Looking for the whistle, won't get one. And a stoppage from behind the ball. As Ruiz is down. Let's look back at it. Watch Ruiz. A little extension from Boyce, who certainly does have to be careful. Already a yellow card to his name. And Lukic whistled. Much to the dismay of the supporters here at the Den. And Prentice is down. Let's get one more look at this. Lukic shielding for it.
The official sports stream of the Chattanooga Mercury.
Prentice back on his feet. Forward Madison side winners of 5 straight. We found a lot of success early on in matches during this winning streak. Can the trend continue? Great hustle by Gebhardt to work it over to Macias. There's Boyce. Can't get there, but it is kept in play. Gebhardt now with a head of steam. Tries to work around Waters. Here is Gebhardt. Waters. Well done defensively. Boyce. Bit of space to work with. Leaves it wide for Sosa. Verity Sosa back to Boyce. CS now. Boyce once more. CS moves it for Sosa. Boyce occupying that right flank for Macias. Kroll moves it wide for Prentice. Macias. This one of the more sustained spells of possession that we've seen from Matt Glazer's side today, especially in the attacking half. Boyce leaves it wide for Villalobos. And Roberts able to step in front. CS regains possession. Tapped out wide to Boyce. Tries to slip one through. Locates Villalobos, former Chattanooga man. Connects with Galindrez, another former Chattanooga player who is unable to stay on it. Prentice against Villalobos. Villalobos leaves one out for Sosa. Well-placed ball. Here is Sosa. He'll curl one ahead. Lovely ball. It's Galindrez who is offside. Chattanooga's all-time leading goal scorer able to net it, but he was past that back line. Well, what a ball this is from Sosa. Galindrez started that run just a bit early. A man who knows better than anybody else how to score in this stadium. Thought he had another one, but he was ruled offside.
If a Red Wolves goal was scored between the 35th and 45th minute, all fans of tonight's game will include Sosa and Kenzo.
Space now as it's given away, and Sosa will clear it. Coca-Cola is the official and exclusive soft drink of the Chattanooga Red Wolves. And Body Armor is the official sports drink of the Chattanooga Red Wolves. Here is Galindrez. Sosa slips it ahead for Boyce, trying to connect with Galindrez. It is so impressive. You see the ability of these forward Madison players just to run off one another, the connectivity they have in the pitch. Here is Kroll, carrying, now loses it. And Boyce forces it out for a goal kick, but one of the major reasons why this team has been playing so well is because of the continuity. Brought back 12 players from last season's team. A lot of familiarity, and that's something that Matt Glazer said has really helped this team. He said if you look at the teams that have found success in this league, the teams that have won the championships, they have that continuity. He also added that given how much we ask of these players, the expectations that we have, it's really nice to have a group of guys who have been in this system, who know what we want from them, who know what we expect from them. And the results of that continuity have certainly shown this season. Sosa slips into space. Sosa lets one fly and sends it about 6 rows deep. Metro is the official HVAC company of the Chattanooga Red Wolves. Prentice. Oh, what a lovely feed that is. Gebhard on the receiving end, drives one across. Sosa gets after it. Pops one into the area towards Galindrez. Headed to the edge of the area. Ruiz now leads the charge out to Lukic. Chalaka, well defended. He is a throw-in for Chattanooga Red Wolves. A central group battle in the Jägermeister Cup play. Forward Madison with a win and a Lexington loss would move atop the group table. And an update, in that Lexington match against Knoxville, 0-0 the score through 45 minutes. Meanwhile, Chattanooga would move level into second place with a victory over Forward Madison. Oh, how about this from Siobhan Marsh? Marsh slips it for Lukic. Lukic unable to slip one across. Kroll's clearance goes straight up. And it's whisked away by Timmy Mell. That was some level of quality from Siobhan Marsh, but that's what he brings. Somebody who has international experience representing his native Jamaica at the senior level. Scott McKenzie said that this recent run of success that we've seen from Marsh is what this team expects from him. 4 goals and an assist over his last 3. Good step from Sosa as he volleys it forward towards Galindrez. Roberts on the takeaway. Final 5 minutes of this first 45. Thrilled to have you with us on ESPN Plus. John Gross with you. First meeting of the season between Chattanooga Red Wolves and Forward Madison. And it comes in Jägermeister Cup play. Waters floats one long towards Malongo, and Shipman off his line, able to snag it. Prentice feed intercepted. Lukic, a bit too much air to that feed. Able to recover. Now Wolfgang Prentice is down in some discomfort. There's a bit of a collision with Lukic and Prentice. And Wolfgang slow onto his feet. Glazer encouraging his squad. There's been a lot of positives from his team's 2024 this far. 5 consecutive wins, which is a club record. 2-1 in Jägermeister Cup action, 6-1-3 overall in League One play, combining the regular season and Jägermeister Cup. Of course, next week, the nation will learn firsthand about Forward Madison and one of the great soccer venues and fan bases in the United States. Next week, national TV match. As Sosa receives it, lifts it into the area. Gebhard now. Here's Prentice. Drives one across, Prentice ball. Oh, it's volleyed in! Galindrez, wow! Juan Galindrez, unbelievable! And the former Red Wolf, who is Chattanooga's all-time leading goal scorer, buries an absolute stunner for forward Madison. And you hear the boos from Chattanooga fans, and the Red Wolves were reacting as well. It appeared as if they wanted a handball. Galindres able to go airborne, and an incredible finish as he lasers it past Bush, but you saw everybody in Chattanooga just stop and look for a whistle from Stern Bream. Juan Galindres, it's his second of the season, getting the start today. The man who spent 2 seasons with Chattanooga, scored 24 goals for them, which is a club record. Scores an acrobatic finish, although a bit marred by the fact that the entire Chattanooga's back line stopped and looked for a whistle. Boyce reads that feed well. Boyce keeps it in play. His cross intercepted by Gomez. But that, of course, invokes the age-old adage to play until the whistle. And once again, it's forward Madison scoring first. And then goes our 2-0 in Jägermeister Cup play when scoring the opening goal. Just 1 minute of added time. As we wind down this first half, highlighted by the Juan Galindres goal.
Ladies and gentlemen, the fourth official has indicated that there will be a minimum of 1 minute of stoppage time.
Ball in from Omar Hernandez. Raises the head of Villalobos for a corner. Possibly the final moment of this first half. It's played short. Marsh. What can he do with it? Pulls it back out. Lukic goes to work. Whips one in. Oh! Malongo got it. His bicycle was unable to make contact with it. And that will wrap up the first half of action. And it's forward Madison again getting that first goal. Came a bit later than what we've seen from them in recent matches. Still a first half conversion, and it was a beauty from Juan Galindres, the Chattanooga legend, against his former club with a scintillating finish as the Mingos lead it 1-0 through 45. Round 4 of Jägermeister Cup action. Through 45 minutes in Chattanooga, Tennessee, forward Madison, a 1-0 lead over Chattanooga Red Wolves. Stick with us through our halftime, brought to you by Scenic Community Credit Union. We'll be back after this on ESPN+.
Sports or lifestyle. Teammate trust tackle ball. Electrolytes equal mouth success. Artificial flavor, optimized for victory times.
Artificial? Nah. Body Armor knows nothing in sports should be artificial, because there's no substitute for real. Real sweeteners, real flavors, real love of sport. Body Armor. Nothing is more real.
Recklessly fast.
Back here in Chattanooga, it is superhero night. So the masked mascot with the Cape in full effect here in Chattanooga. Halftime brought to you by Scenic Community Credit Union. Let's take a look back at round 3 of the inaugural USL Jägermeister Cup.
Second chance, it's there. Derek Gephardt opens the scoring. Forward Madison in front in the 19th minute. Here's Malongo, it's an errant clearance. Malongo goes through, and Malongo opens the scoring. Chattanooga in front at home. And he picks it out. Onan is through, has a runner in Diouf, and Diouf levels it. Through to Malongo, through wrong foot's box, through to Marsh. Chattanooga back in front. As well. Looking for Cerritos, and Lexington level once again. Looking for the retort. It pings through, Malongo pulls it back. Another swift response. Is an errant clearance, and Brown is through. Nico Brown to equalize for Lexington. In stoppage time, the visitors level. Diouf flashes it across, and it's finished off. Cam Lancaster. 2 goals in stoppage time by Lexington to potentially steal all 3 points.
Bill Hart sprints up, shoots, and scores! Crossing again, Tunbridge back post, and scores! Sebastian Vivas, he's done it again! 8 goals in 9 games! Bill Hart looks for space, looks for a shot, and a goal! Adrian Bill Hart, what a homecoming for him!
Is going to get there. Rendon is 2. It's Bruno Rendon, and a flying Austin Paxton-Inem at first. Second opportunity, blocked in the box, appeals for handball. It's Calamity, and it's in the back of the net. Johnson strike. Oh my goodness! Gabriel Overton moves it along. Luis Alvarez. It's 2-1. The Independents have come all the way back. That's the position of Ford. Puts it in the box, headed on, it's an equalizer! Ethan Horde to seal it, and it's into the top corner! Northern Colorado take the bragging rights and the extra point.
Towards Heel, Heel's cross, headed away by Smith, stays in the box! Blocked off the line by Smith, they say no goal. Goal leader. McKinnon lets it fly. Oh, what a save. Who has to finish? Waldeck.
The defense moves into the box, and it turns into a great clearance away to bring it down onto the right foot. Low and just wide. He's claiming points here. Rodriguez, calm as you like. The 2 points head the way of the hosts. Sends Aviles the wrong way. And it's Omaha, who have 2 shootout wins in 3 in the Jägermeister Cup.
It was an exciting round 3. Round 4 looking just as exciting as well, especially here in Chattanooga. 1-0 is the score. Forward Madison in front. We'll take a look at some news and notes after this on ESPN+.
We all have goals. But let's be honest, most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
The best nights start with Jägermeister. Made with 56 botanicals. Always served ice cold.
Take a miracle to come back from this. Heartbreaking end to the season. But what's this?
For the moments when anticipation
Clock's counting down. 5 seconds
celebration. Jägermeister. Meister the moment.
Rolls it across, Cheney leaves it, Galindres!
Regulation time, Doyle, headed up in front, rebound, scores!
They're hungry for the women's game. They want to see women's soccer. They want to play women's soccer, and that's what we're building at the USL.
You can see it in my eyes, only want the best. And you running every night, won't settle for less. Got me looking to the sky, got me feeling blessed. Got this fire burning up inside of my chest. Burning up inside of my chest. Got this fire burning up inside of my chest.
Here's a look at some news and notes across USL League One. We referenced this in the first half, but League One going national on ESPN2. Forward Madison will welcome South Georgia Tormenta. It's the first ESPN2 match of the season. That's on June 15th at 3 p.m. And how about Westchester Soccer Club, located in Westchester County, New York, revealing the crest will get things going in 2025. And Chattanooga, Siobhan Marsh, we've seen him in this first half. Week 10, Player of the Week, had 3 goals and an assist over his last 2 matches. And that previews our Team of the Week for round 3. And the Player of the Week was a different Red Wolf in Mael Malongo. Has been really good this season, stepping up for his side. And again, our look at our Team of the Round in round 3 of the USL Jägermeister Cup. Right now in round 4, and Malongo looking to continue to carry the load. His team, of course, will need another goal to draw level in this one. Here's a look at some live scores around the league and Jägermeister Cup play. This is big for Madison. Knoxville now leads Lexington 1-0 in the 64th minute. If that result stands and Madison wins this match, Forward Madison will be atop of Group 2, the Central Group. In the standings, Charlotte Independence, the one to lead over Richmond Kickers. And then later tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, Northern Colorado, Central Valley Fuego. And then we wrap things up tomorrow against Tormenta and Triumph. Later on, Union Omaha and Spokane Velocity. Of course, all of those matches can be seen on ESPN+. Now a look ahead to round 5. This will be the back end of the month of June. As Jägermeister Cup continues on, some interesting matchups. Another really challenging test for Chattanooga against the Union Omaha team who the Red Wolves just lost to 5-2. Meanwhile, Forward Madison will take on Knoxville on Saturday, June 29th. A jam-packed weekend. That'll be round 5 later this month in the inaugural USL Jägermeister Cup. We'll be back with the second half, some first half highlights, and more after this. Stick with us on ESPN+.
I need to try it first.
And he scores!
But 2 saves by TJ Bush to keep things level. Stellar goalkeeping by the first-year Chattanooga man. And then it's Sosa sending one in. Galindres, goal. Nope, offside. But remember that duo, because they would come into play a little bit later on. Let's get one more look at it. Galindres calls offside. So wave it off. The look of disappointment on his face. But no goal in the 35th minute. In the 43rd, however, this is where things got interesting. Prentice sends one in. It's Sosa who volleys it initially, and Galindres, an unreal finish. But Chattanooga players just stop playing. They all look for the whistle. Watch, they all stop. Galindres is left unmarked, and an acrobatic finish for Juan Galindres to make it 1-0 at the break. Here's a look at the first half statistics. Possession about even, but in terms of chances created, it was forward Madison with the edge, +2 in shots, +2 in shots on target as well. We did see a handful of yellow cards as well. Omar Hernandez and Omar Gomez both cautioned in the first half for Chattanooga. Meanwhile, Devin Boyce, the recipient of a booking in the first 45 for the Mingos. So a fairly balanced first half in many ways. Both teams had opportunities. You could even see the 4 corner kicks for Chattanooga. There was possession in that attacking third for the Red Wolves. Their best chance of the game was snipped away by Faraday Sosa, not even Bern Shipman. And it's forward Madison, the 1-0 edge at the break. First meeting of the season between Chattanooga and forward Madison. And it comes in Jägermeister Cup action. If the results stand, with Madison winning this match and Lexington falling to Knoxville, that match now in the 72nd minute, Knoxville in front 1-0, Madison will leap to the top of the group. If Chattanooga can come back and win this match, Madison and Chattanooga will be level on points for second place in the group. Of course, to advance to the knockout stages in this event, you have to win one of the 3 groups or score the most goals amongst the non-group winners. Siobhan Marsh boots it away, and away we go. Final 45 minutes and the first meeting of the season between forward Madison and Chattanooga Red Wolves. John Gross here. So happy to have you with us in this one. Chattanooga, tremendous run of form. 5 consecutive wins. That is a club record. And off to a 1-0 lead through the first half today as Sosa has it knocked away by Hernandez. But how good has he been today? Sosa, not only the assist, that will show up in the stats, but it was his effort in the early moments to deny what would have been an easy goal. There was an open net with Shipman near the edge of the box, able to turn it away. As it's picked up by Bartman, a halftime substitute. Out to Prentice, powers one through. And it skips all the way out to Sosa. He'll blast one back in towards Galindres. Comes out to Prentice, off the half volley. Lifts it over the crossbar. Sosa, again, putting some dangerous balls into the area. Prentice read that perfectly. Just a bit high. TJ Bush will send it away here for the home side. Scott McKenzie's crew navigating a 3rd match in 6 days. And it has been a gauntlet of a stretch, not only in terms of number of games, but the quality of opposition as Marsh tracks after it. And just a bit behind it. Now it's Prentice on the move. Bartman alongside him. Halftime substitute Nazim Bartman. He's been a mainstay with the Mingos, 3rd season with the club. Here is Bartman as he replaces Devin Boyce. about this 3-match and 6-day stretch for the Red Wolves. Speaking with Scott McKenzie, he said a lot of this week has just been player management and getting out of this stretch healthy. They have been injury plagued throughout the season. As Bartman steps into some space, Bartman leaves it wide for Prentice. Prentice creates a little bit of wiggle room. Lofts one across. Sosa pops one back. Gebhard is whistled. Dangerous feed back to Bush. Bush forced to send it out for a throw. So an interesting change. Boyce, midfielder, comes out for Bartman, who is a forward by trade, but you speak with Mac Laser, and one of the big emphasis for him is just versatility. Having guys who can play in different spots. This is a very versatile team in terms of how they'll line up tactically. They like to shift things quite a bit. Very fluid. So having versatile guys like they have, major plus. Here's a look at our replay brought to you by Rodriguez Dentistry. Score a winning smile. Prentice. Down for Ruiz. Here is Ricky Ruiz, tied up with Jimmy Villalobos, who used to patrol the midfields at CHI Memorial Stadium. And it's Villalobos whistled for the foul. And a free kick in a threatening area on the way for Chattanooga. Opportunity for the Red Wolves, who have at times struggled to create chances in the run of play today. It is Ruiz, and he hits it off target. Startles that group of fans in the front row, understandably so. Drummers active tonight. CHI Memorial Stadium, beautiful night here in Chattanooga. 4 of Jägermeister Cup. It is also Marvel Superhero Night. Kroll dispossessed by Gomez. Well done by Chalaka. Another whistle against Lukic. Another look. That's clear as day. Lukic coming in from behind. Ruiz able to sneak one through. Solid first touch shown by Scott McKenzie. Scott McKenzie, his first season as the full-time head coach. The interim head man tag lifted back in October of 2023. Looking to get this club back to the postseason after not qualifying last year. followed a 2022 season that saw Chattanooga reach the final. A remarkable run. What a final stretch to the season they had 2 seasons ago. It's a pretty new look roster for Chattanooga this season. Compare that to forward Madison, with 12 returning players. Not only the 12 returning players, but even out of the newcomers, there was some high-level familiarity between those players as well. Really insightful fact, courtesy of Beyond the 90. Michael Chalaka and Agustin Davila are the only players on forward Madison who haven't played with any other players on the team previously. There are connections all around in this forward Madison roster. There's Sosa. Throws it out. Cias goes down and wins the free kick. Bit of a delayed whistle, but a whistle nonetheless. And Ruiz not pleased. Fans, check out the new 2024 Chattanooga Red Wolves kit along with t-shirts, scarves, and novelty items, and much more at ChattanoogaRedWolves-SC.com. Bartman and Sosa stand over it. It is Bartman who sends one in. Headed out of the area as deep as Villalobos. Angles one out to Nazim Bartman. Lovely touch over to Sosa. Sosa wheels it back out. Now slips one through. His feet broken up by Leo Fala. Now settles. Bartman creates some separation. Rolls towards Galindrez. Comes out to Kroll. Volleys no trouble to Bush. Lukic. Long ball from Ruiz. Sends Hernandez on the move. Wins it against Chalaka. Hernandez tangled up with Chalaka. And Chalaka a bit too physical. And it will be a free kick in what basically amounts to a corner kick for the Red Wolves. A really quality ball from Ruiz to locate Omar Hernandez. And you see Chalaka get both hands around the chest. The one hand that pulls, certainly a whistle. Away by Mail. Lopped back into the box by Gomez. And Sosa volleys forward. Oh, Green the first one to get there. Pop long. This is Malongo taking on 2 defenders. Now Malongo, angle cut off by Chalaka. Credit to forward Madison, have taken away a lot of the space that Malongo and Marsh love to operate in, and the spaces that have been so dangerous for the opposition as of late. The duo Malongo and Marsh have been lethal in his last handful of matches. There is Malongo, hits it off of Macias. Second strike off the post from Lukic. And Macias is down. Aiden Macias. It's like a line drive. Ooh. Macias back on his feet. Will be a corner kick for Chattanooga. Number 5 of the match. Contact to the box. Malongo goes down. 2 players down for Chattanooga. Kept in play by Gomez. Blasts one across. It's Malongo. Circling, striking. It's blocked. Lifted by Ruiz towards Marsh. And yet another corner on the way. Malongo went down, and then Ruiz on the strike goes down. Ended up being a pretty good cross from Gomez. Difficult situation, his momentum taking him away from goal. And it's Omar Hernandez to send this in. The 60th minute. Hernandez comes out to Malongo. Settles. Malongo, his strike is blocked. And now on the break, it's Gebhard. Derek Gebhard forced to slow things down. Prentice dashes central. Balls around. Just past the hour mark in this one. We'll see a change. And we previewed this earlier. Lucas Coutinho was available for selection, and here he is, his first appearance since April 27th. He had been out due to a lower body injury. This is a major boost as he replaces Omar Gomez. Coutinho, a notable offseason acquisition for Chattanooga, scored 5 goals and 2 assists last year with Greenville. His 5 years of USL experience with Tormenta, FC Tulsa at the championship level, and Greenville Triumph. Now with Chattanooga. He's already scored 1 goal this season in just 3 matches. This is 4th appearance. As Malongo strides ahead, chops it across. Coutinho the back heel, hustles back after it. Coutinho certainly showing the effort in his first moments back in over a month. And when Scott McKenzie was talking about getting some of these guys back, like a Coutinho, like a Walefi, who's available for selection today, he said it's like making new signings, basically. These are key cogs on the roster. Walefi, the all-time appearance leader for Chattanooga. See if he heads on today, and well, that takes a fortuitous bounce for Chattanooga. Will be a throw between Walefi and Coutinho. 2 major pieces back where Pampamensa remains out. It's a throw for forward Madison. We'll draw the ire of the supporters here at CHI Memorial Stadium. A place that forward Madison has never won. Here's Krul. Drives one across. Galindrez, body check. And it is a free kick for Chattanooga. Speaking about these injuries, first a look back at this last whistle against Galindrez. This stretch has seen so many key pieces miss time for Chattanooga. Has opened the door to some other players for Scott McKenzie's side. He said, a situation like this certainly accelerates the development of some of these younger players, but it is asking a lot of them to play major minutes when they weren't expected to do so. He feels that his side certainly left some points out there, even with these injuries. Matches that he feels like his side should have won. There's Macias. Stumbles on it. Out to Sosa. Shalaka lofts one long over to Sosa, and Sosa unable to keep it in play. Here's Marsh, got a touch on it. Krul as well to cut off the angle. Krul so consistent at the back, the reigning all-league honoree. Track for his 7th consecutive match in which he played the full 90. Now we see Chattanooga extend this pressure. And it's Coutinho who warrants the free kick. And here he is, Christian Cheney. He has made a name for himself as one of the league's most prolific goal scorers, as is the man who he is replacing, Juan Galindrez. A superhero-esque goal in that first half for Galindrez. The difference so far, but his day comes to an end as Christian Cheney replaces him. Cheney 4 goals and 3 assists for forward Madison's all-time leading goal scorer, as he replaces Chattanooga's all-time leading goal scorer in Galindrez, now a member of forward Madison. Switch from Cheney over to Sosa. Cheney now making that run. Here is Gebhard. Options in space for Gebhard. CS locates Sosa. Wide for Gebhard. Sosa. Still Sosa. He'll let it rip. Sosa right at Bush. Another save for TJ Bush, who entered today second in the league in saves across all competitions. The performance we've seen today from Sosa, showing that willingness and ability to make things happen in that attacking third, and of course the reliability that he provides defensively. Laser side. 23 minutes plus from the 6th consecutive win. What a win this would be for forward Madison for a couple of reasons. Primarily because it would put them atop the Central Group table. As it stands, won Knoxville a 2-0 edge over Lexington in stoppage time. So that match just about final. If this result stands, forward Madison would be atop the table in the group. Here is Coutinho. Turns the corner. Coutinho finds Lukic. Lukic tries to angle one through. It's back out to Coutinho. Cheney somehow wins it. Stays in play on the touchline. Showing off the strength against Omar Hernandez. Cheney's ball deflected. Here's Kroll. Prentice angles one towards Villalobos, get out of his reach. Lukic lays one ahead. Mail just gets there, and Roberts comes in late. Certainly a yellow. And Jamil Roberts now being pulled back to our match referee in Stern Bream. That is late. That will warrant the card. Roberts booked. Coca-Cola is the exclusive soft drink of the Chattanooga Red Wolves. Played 70 minutes inside the final 20 of this Jaeger Cup match. It will be forward Madison picking up its first ever win at the Den. Now in its 8th try here. And therefore moving to the top of the group. The Chattanooga Red Wolves and forward Madison's club record 5-match win streak and pull off another high-quality victory as it wraps up a daunting 3-match stretch in 6 days. Lukic, well defended, now battling with Prentice, who is whistled. And he's shown yellow. So Wolfgang Prentice now booked. Here's one more look. Two more changes for Chattanooga. Yair Paez on, and here he is, number 8, the all-time appearance leader in Chattanooga Red Wolves history. Walefi makes his return. First time that he's graced the pitch since May 11th due to a lower body injury. Paez on for Omar Hernandez, and Stefan Lukic exits with Walefi entering. Walefi making his 114th appearance as a Chattanooga man. Signed back in December of 2018. As this is Pop Central, down goes Marsh. No whistle. Let's get one more look. Served on a platter. It seemed like there was some contact. It's Kroll who was marking Marsh.
This replay is brought to you by Rodriguez Family Dish.
So 2 major pieces returning for Chattanooga. And Again, as Scott McKenzie said earlier in the week, it's like signing new players. Getting a Coutinho back, getting a Walefi back. A Brazilian duo brings some major quality to the squad. Fan, join a beverage and get involved in the action as well. Prentice. Green steps in front. Prentice keeps it in play. Green able to recover and win it back. Here's Ruiz. Lovely handles. More surge into space. Lifted ball. Settled by Marsh. And it's a handball.
This replay is brought to you by Rodriguez the official tennis company.
Marsh's touches have been limited today. The reigning player of the week in the league. Scored a goal in 3 straight. Make it 4 in a row. Fala got too physical in the air. Well, that is a tough ask for any center back. Christian Cheney is as physical as you will find atop a formation in this league. Let's get one more look. Fala just gets on top of Cheney. Sosa. Pulls it back out. Bartman slips one through, and it's cut out. The offside flag was already up. It was a good pass back onto the pitch there. Final 15 minutes. Ruiz. Unable to connect, well defended by Villalobos. Here is Villalobos. Walefi tangles him up. Those two teammates a couple of years ago. Villalobos, part of that Chattanooga team that made the final in 2022. Prentice connects with Bartman. Marked by Walefi. Cheney now. Rolls one through. It's Prentice. Oh, what a play. Fala shuts the door on what could have been a second goal for forward Madison. That is a clinical slide tackle by Leo Fala, who has played every minute this season. Macias through traffic. Macias bumped off of it by Waters. Will be a corner for forward Madison. Just the second corner kick of the night for the Mingos. It's Bartman who will send it in. One assist already for the Cape Town South African native on the season. Ball in from Bartman. Got it out of the box, settled by Macias. Down he goes. No whistle. Kroll unleashes. Oh, just wide. Let's take one more look as Macias trying to slither through the area. Orlefi stuck that right foot in there. Does not draw the whistle. And 2 changes for Mac Laser's squad. Sharif J, Stephen Payne set to enter for the visitors. Jay will make his 5th appearance of the season. Payne his 11th appearance of the season, just his 2nd time coming on as a substitute, however, as Gebhardt and Prentice come off. There is Jay, the Senegalese striker. His 5th appearance, all 5 as a substitute. Malongo leaves it wide. Here is Walefi. Paez taps ahead. Shipman is off his line. There aren't many moments that Shipman has had to make things happen today. That's really been the case for much of this season for forward Madison. But as Mac Glazer pointed out earlier in the week, this is somebody who makes big plays in big spots. Walefi rolls for Ruiz. Ruiz cuts it back. Still Ruiz. Ruiz denied. Marsh left it wide. Siobhan Marsh had a really good angle on it. Unable to bury it. What a hit by Ruiz. And there's Shipman making the save. And he's asked to step up at the big moments. Let's see, was Marsh trying to send this across? I think he was. And he saw Paez on the doorstep.
Ladies and gentlemen, the officials issued a yellow card to
Remains a 1-0 scoreline. Drama late. And a forward Madison assistant coach was just issued a yellow card. Walefi tied up in the midline. It will be a free kick for Chattanooga. The 43rd minute goal by Juan Galindrez. The difference in this one. Round 4 of Jägermeister Cup action. Ruiz dances. Ruiz sends one across. Owen Green is there. Finds Marsh. Walefi. Leaves for Roberts. Avoids the challenge from Jay. Roberts' feed broken up by Shalaka. And Shalaka whistles. Michael Shalaka. His return, first appearance for the Israelis since May 19th. And he'll be a part of this wall for forward Madison. It's Coutinho to take it. Lucas Coutinho, his return to the pitch. He's been out since April 27th. The major offseason acquisition stands over in the waning moments of this Jägermeister Cup match. Coutinho into the wall, and he'll watch it settle out for a throw. Coutinho over to Jamil Roberts. His cross blocked by Payne. Ruiz able to somehow send one in. Sosa is out of danger. Marsh now. Marsh rolls ahead. Paez back to Malongo. Over to Ruiz. Lifts one in. Shipman goes airborne. And the captain in no rush. Sustained bit of possession. Forward Madison packing it in a bit defensively, and not a whole lot of space to operate for the Red Wolves. Jay able to settle. Here is Sharif Jay, his feed deflected by Paez. Feet as well to win a throw. Blasted ahead. Shipman will watch it roll into the box. Somebody who Mac Laser said provides such a calming presence for us at the back. Paez on the intercept. Central for Ruiz. He has a cannon of a left boot. Will we see it here? Ruiz circling. His cross blocked by Payne. And twirls out for a throw. Final 5 minutes. Chattanooga looking for an equalizer and to send us to a shootout. Body Armor is the official sports drink of the Chattanooga Red Wolves. Walefi. Probing. His feet intercepted. Oh, this is from way downtown. And Bush brings it in. It was Macias who said, why not? Waters goes long. Jay wins the first ball. Payne there in the second. Jay just launches. Marsh splits through traffic. Comes out to Green, a collision. And it's a free kick for forward Madison. Two players down. Let's watch this collision. Villalobos. Ooh. Both teams' athletic trainers out on the pitch. Anna Grace Poor, the athletic trainer for Chattanooga. You see Mac Laser as those two are tended to. His forward Madison side, a 1-0 lead today. And the Flamingos have been on fire. 5 consecutive victories, including a pair of Open Cup wins. And it's been interesting. They've gotten done in a couple of ways. Some closer matches. Of course, dominant win against Lexington, which had to have been a cathartic experience for forward Madison and And the forward Madison supporters, just given the fact that they had that 1-0 loss against Lexington, when Lexington was down 2 players, scoring a stoppage time winner. And then from there, that's when the 5-match winning streak started. And that is a club record, 5 consecutive victories. They're on the doorstep of a 6th win in a row. Good to see both players back on their feet. As we wind down to this one, we will of course now see a decent chunk of stoppage time. This prolonged hiatus. And a change for forward Madison. John Murphy, the Scotch Plains, New Jersey native who scored in just 2 minutes as a substitute against Lexington last match, will head on for Jamie Villalobos, who was just involved in that last collision. Murphy making his 11th appearance, 7th time on as a substitute. Payne. His feed broken up by Roberts. We'll see how much added time we have.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 4th official has indicated that there will be a minimum of 6 minutes.
And it will be a minimum of 6 minutes of added time. Metro is the official HVAC company of the Chattanooga Red Wolves. Jay circles, leaves it for Bartman. That feed broken up. Ruiz, this attempt to send it long, unsuccessful. The 43rd minute goal by Juan Galindras, assisted by Faraday Sosa. The difference in this one. There's Macias. That feed broken up. Now it's Malongo. Off to the races. Mael Malongo. Options at both sides. Leaves it for Ricky Ruiz. The sidestep. The strike. Just wide. Ricky Ruiz unable to equalize in stoppage time. Ruiz had a look. We talked about that left boot earlier. It is lethal. It has pace. And you see Marsh not happy, and Malongo goes over to him and says, calm down, calm down. There's still time, and this will, of course, add a little bit more time as well. As Ruiz is, well, it's back to his feet. By Hannah Grace Poor, the athletic trainer for Chattanooga. Injuries have been such a hindrance to Chattanooga this season. Of course, to every team, but any team that faces injuries. But there have been a significant number of injuries this season for them to some key players. And here is Leopoldo Hernandez, who heads on for Ricky Ruiz.
Entering the match for the Chattanooga
Hernandez, the
Red Wolves,
first-year Red Wolf.
number 6, Leopoldo Hernandez.
Free kick for the Mingos.
Make some noise for
wearing
those fans
that captain ban, Leo Falla, the New York City native, captaining this side for a 4th consecutive match. Has an interesting background, has passports for the United States, Brazil, and Italy, and speaks 3 languages, English, Spanish, and Portuguese. The New York City native, Leo Falla. Cheney, so strong with it. He looses it in the corner. This one sent through. Marsh had a toe on it. He is being tugged and now gets checked. Clearly a whistle, and this should be a card. It will be a yellow against Krul. And Chattanooga will send numbers forward on this set piece. Let's watch one more time. Watch the clear tug of the jersey by Krul. He's just holding on to that thing. And Lucas Coutinho, his return to action, will send this forward. And it out of the area. Malongo, the first one to get there. Malongo tied up. Malongo lost it. And here's Bartman. Nazim Bartman, Jay alongside him. Leaves it for Jay, and it's out of his reach. And another yellow card comes out. As Cheney battles in the corner, taken off of it by Falla. What a solid performance he's had today. Bartman battling 3 defenders. Still fighting for it, and now Bartman whistles. And a mad dash here. Walefi plays one ahead to Coutinho. Lucas Coutinho leaves one central. The step to break things up by Mel, the former Red Wolf. And Paez wins it back. Walefi. Contact. They play the advantage. And now a whistle to stop things. Major contact against Marsh. And it's another set piece opportunity for Chattanooga to level and send things to penalty kicks. Since this is a Jägermeister Cup match, all matches that end level go to a shootout. The winner gets an additional second point. But Chattanooga must find the back of the net to send us there. Again, it's Coutinho. Possibly the final moment of the match. Coutinho sends it goalward. Shipman gets his paws on it. Lifted away by Cheney. Bush leaves it for Roberts. Jamil Roberts curls one ahead. It's broken up by Jay. And heads out for another throw. Is there time for one more? Roberts for Walefi. Coutinho. To Green. Roberts now. Last one. into the box. Sneaks through, kept in play. Payne can't clear. Marsh on it. Pops it in. Mail heads out of the area. There's the whistle. The streak lives on. 6 in a row for the Mingos of Forward Madison. It was a nail-biter, 1-0 the final, and Mac Lazer's squad will head back home for a nationally televised match. Winners of 6 consecutive matches across all competitions. And Forward Madison now atop the Group 2 table. A 1-0 scoreline. The final results. Let's take a look at our man of the match today, brought to you by Timbercraft Whiskey, and it is TJ Bush. Bush, the keeper for Chattanooga Red Wolves, our man of the match, presented by Timbercraft Whiskey. Chattanooga side that has given up some goals as of late, 14 goals given up over the last 4 matches, but today, some heroic saves by Bush, holding Forward Madison to just 1 goal. We'll put a bow on things after this on EM.
Do you know how fast you were going? 2.5 gig. With kids on the couch.
New 2.5 gig internet from EPB.
Slow down.
It's recklessly fast.
Too fast.
With SmartNet plus Wi-Fi.
Violation.
Turbocharging all your devices. More than twice the speed.
I need to try it first.
Jägermeister is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the inaugural USL Jägermeister Cup. Take a shot at glory and celebrate the magic of this exciting new tournament all year long. Please drink responsibly. We welcome you into our post-game coverage, which is brought to you by Smart Bank. Experience Smart Bank. Mac Laser and Forward Madison, 6 wins in a row. Now 3-1 in Jägermeister Cup action. 7-1-3 across all competitions in League One. 1-0 the final, and it was Juan Galindrez, the 43rd minute winner for Forward Madison. Let's take a look at the full match highlights brought to you by CHI Memorial. Round 4 of the Jägermeister Cup. We go to the 43rd minute. Starts with Prentice sending it in. Sosa got a foot on it. And then this ridiculous finish by Galindrez. But watch, everybody on Chattanooga stop. That's why you play to the whistle. They're all looking for a whistle. There was no whistle. And nobody picked up Galindrez. On to the 56th minute. Lovely bit of interplay there. The initial shot is blocked. And then off the post from Lukic. One of the close opportunities that we saw from Chattanooga, one of the 13 shots they registered. On to the 81st. Red Wolves still trying to create something. Ruiz let it fly. The great save by Shipman. That follow-up wasn't there after the parry. See Marsh just sent it across, too far ahead of Paez. And it spins out for a throw. A minute later, 84th minute. More chances. As it's popped into the box, again, Shipman getting after it. He didn't have to do too much until the final 10 or so minutes plus stoppage time. But when it mattered most, he came up big. This is one of the better looks of the day. A 4-on-3 for Chattanooga, looking to equalize. Ruiz takes it himself. That quality left boot of his, just not precise right there. Hit it, but off target. And it's 6 in a row for Forward Madison. Now we'll look at her full match stats, brought to you by Smart Bank. And you see the shots in favor of Chattanooga Red Wolves. A flurry of chances late. However, shots on target, just 2. And that's a credit to this back line, which blocked a slew of chances for the Red Wolves. Backline of forward Madison, I should say. Possession about even. Pretty physical match. 8 combined bookings through the 90 minutes as well. But the only number that matters, a 1 on the scoreboard for forward Madison. It was a fun one today at CHI Memorial Stadium, and forward Madison picks up its first ever win at the Den. But the good news for Chattanooga, this 3-match gauntlet is at least in the book. They did pick up 3 points earlier in the stretch against Greenville Triumph, and they get some players back and healthy. Big thanks to all of you for joining us today as forward Madison victorious, a 1-0 final score line. Round 4 of Jägermeister Cup action lived up to the hype. It was also Marvel Superhero Night here in Chattanooga. Forward Madison comes on the road and victorious, a 1-0 final score. Brought to you by SmartBank. On behalf of our entire fantastic crew, my name is John Gross saying so long. This has been USL League One on ESPN+. Thanks for joining us and have a great night.